Do you know what dating is?
That means if you meet someone, do you know, are you dating? Are you talking? Do you have any clue of what you're even doing with each other?
In this video, we're going to talk about what dating is.
If this is your first time on our channel, this is the Pam and Kelly channel, and I am Pam.
And I'm Kelly, and this is Brooklyn.
Yes, our little doggy Brooklyn. And we have been together for over a decade and married for almost a decade after we met online while we were living almost 1,800 miles apart. And what we do is we help lesbians build a healthy, happy, lasting relationship.
But before we get going, we want you to subscribe, like, comment, click the bell, so you can get notified for post all the goodies.
So, why does knowing what dating means matters? It matters because you want to go into a relationship making sure that you are on the same page. And if you are thinking one thing and she is thinking another, that is the way to set you up for something that you probably will not want, right? So for example, you think you're only going to be dating exclusively. She thinks you guys are going to be dating other people. And if you're not on the same page, what? She dating other people, that can build you up for mistrust or saying something like, she lied to me. Mm-hmm. So it's important to understand what dating means because it matters.
Now, if you were to go to the dictionary and look up the definition of dating, the nice people and Merriam-Webster and anybody else will be able to give you a nice little textbook definition of dating. Mm-hmm. That is not necessarily the definition that you personally subscribe to or that she subscribes to.
Mm-hmm. Right. So therefore, when it comes to what dating means, it matters to you. What does dating matter to you? That's the important thing to know about what dating means.
And in my experience, when you ask people what dating is, I've gotten one or two responses. Mm-hmm. People either literally think, like when they think about dating, they're thinking about literally dating, mm-hmm. like going to the movies, having dinner, doing stuff. It's the dating process. It's not like necessarily moving towards a relationship, but you're just kind of actively going. This is a person who gets your time. Mm-hmm. That's literally what dating means to them. For other folks, mm-hmm. dating is the same thing as saying being in a relationship. So they say, yeah, we've been dating for 6 months. They are essentially saying we've been in this relationship for 6 months and presumably committed in the relationship. So what do you think dating is?
What dating is for me, dating is a process. For me, it's a whole process. It's the process of finding someone, getting to learn and know about that person, seeing if you jive and you get together, so then you can eventually be together exclusively with that one person. And yes, there'll be some dinners and movies and such in between. But to me, dating is a process.
And for me, I'm that other person. When I hear dating, I am thinking literally dating. I'm not going to make any assumptions about what your intentions are. If you tell me that you're dating, I imagine that you're going out and this is the person that's getting your time. I don't necessarily assume that it's the only person getting your time. So you can kind of see where if you have people who are on different pages in terms of what it means to be dating, that things can get hairy real fast.
Now it's going to seem like it's going to come off, well, what are they telling us? And make sure you're on the same page so you can start right. Mm-hmm. Actually, we were on the same page. It just comes down to the nuance of the terms that we use, because when we met each other, we did it exactly the way that Kelly talked about. We talked, we got to know each other. We actually didn't become dating couple in a relationship until several months after. Mm-hmm. And we had a clear understanding of what dating means. Mm-hmm. It's just for me, because I'm so analytical, process.
Yeah, so that's the difference between the terminology and the meaning you attach to it. Mm-hmm. So we went through the same phases in the progression of our relationship, even though each one of us clearly called each stage something different. Mm-hmm. Right? But at the end of the day, in terms of the process and our understanding of levels of commitment, all that stuff, we were on the most part. We were
on the same page. We were vibing, baby.
Yes.
We did. So, this is what you do. What does dating mean to you? Put it down in the comments. We'd like to know. Are you like us? Are you different? Do you see it some way? Put that in the comments, okay? As a recap, it's important to know what
dating means for you. So whatever you call it, talking, dating, actual relationship, at the end of the day, the terminology is kind of second fiddle. It's more about making sure you understand and are on the same page with where you are in the progression of your relationship. That's what's key. And
Right.
why is that important?
And like Kelly said, that is key. It matters. It matters because when you're going into a relationship, you have to set yourself up so that you put yourself in a position that you build that foundation for a healthy, happy relationship. So it matters that you understand that you are on the same page.
And if you're interested in finding out some other things that you need to be clear about to set your relationship up for success, make sure you check out our video on setting boundaries. And we are going to link it right here.